This is Steve Piloff from George Mason University. The present value with multiple cash flows. What we mean by that is what's the value of an investment that's going to have cash flows? It's going to pay you a certain amount in a year, a certain amount in 2 years, a certain amount in 3 years. How much is that investment worth? How much is it worth today? And this picture captures it. Is it simply the sum of the present values of all the different cash flows? So you get something today, something in one period, so you'd figure out its present value, something in 2 periods, figure out its present value, and you would do that for all the cash flows, all the expected cash flows for an investment or a loan or for whatever we're talking about, add it up, and that's the present value of that particular item. In equation form, there's a lot going on, subscripts and superscripts, but it's pretty straightforward. Present value as of today, cash flow today. We're discounting it, but since it's happening today, there's no discounting taking place. It's divided by 1 plus r to the 0. Then in one period, there's a cash flow, so you have to divide it by 1 plus r to the first. 2 periods, divided by 1 plus r squared. K is to just any general term for a cash flow at time k. You would divide it by 1 plus r to the k. And then your very last cash flow, and in fact, the cash flows can go forever and ever. You would discount by however, at what point in time that took place. When you're solving problems, a very, very, very good first step is to map out the cash flows, and timelines are incredibly useful. You'll see that some of the problems can get quite complex where money's going and coming at different points in time. Sometimes there's extra stuff thrown in, and having a timeline really helps to isolate what's actually taking place, what you're trying to figure out, what you know, and it's incredibly useful. So we have a store. It's expected to produce cash flows of $50,000 later today, $108,000 in 1 year, and $933,120 in 2 years. Cost of capital is 8%. What's the value of this store? Well, we can't simply say what's 50 plus 108 plus 933, 120, because the 108's in 1 year and the 933, 120 is in 2 years. So we're just going to take the present value. It's going to be 50,000 plus 108 divided by 1.08 plus 933, 120 divided by 1.08 squared. And when we do that, we see that the 50 that we expect later today is worth 50,000. 108,000 in 1 year is worth 100,000 today, and 933, 120 in 2 years is worth 800,000 today. So the value of this store today is 950,000. If you want to use the financial calculator, 50,000 at time 0. In 1 year, we expect to get 108,000. We're discounting it by 8%. Solve for PV, and you get the sign convention. So the present value of 108 is the opposite of what PV pops up, is 100,000. 2 periods, we expect 933, 120, which is like getting 800 today. Add it up, and you have 950.